Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. That's actually very kind comments there. I want to get back to the whole scripted thing. Okay. I'm gonna press you a little bit. Don't get upset. Okay.
I'm ready for it.
You got to promise. All right. You recently have had Boogie on the side of a highway, picking up trash, taking his shirt off, which you told him to do, and then he picked up a bottle, right? And in that bottle, supposedly was a mystery liquid that no one knew what it was, and of course it's piss. And you said if you drink the piss, you can stop doing this right now, and you can go home, right? Or maybe you could cut time off of doing it, or something like that.
Right.
And he did it. He literally did it. He pulled out his bottle and he drank it. And that's the money shot. That's what everyone was, oh my God, I can't believe Boogie drank piss. He's so down, blah, blah, blah. Are you honestly going to tell me right now that Boogie drank piss on LOLCow Live?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's piss, right? But it's more funny to call it piss than old Kool-Aid or whatever the fuck was in the bottle, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, the whole idea of whether or not it was piss or not, no one really knows, right? But I think somebody found the original bottle of that drink, and it was orange to begin with, so it probably wasn't piss. Yeah. What I will say is this. Boogie shouldn't have a career. He shouldn't at all. Like, what he did was horrible, all right? So I understand me making him pick trash seems like I'm a bully or whatever, but it's really not. Like, Boogie's got to do even more crazy stuff for our entertainment. He faked cancer. Okay, that is so huge. Phil, that is so bad. Is there anything that you've ever done in your career, any mistake you've ever made that even remotely comes close to that?
Of course not.
Yeah, it's like, that's insane. So, you know, unfortunately.
So, okay, with that situation, though, like him going to the highway, him doing that, that's something that you planned, you instituted, and it wasn't like one day Boogie wakes up and he goes, well, I need content for the show. I'm just going to go pick up trash at the side of the highway, right? So you scripted the event, correct?
Well, 3 days before this takes place, right, I tell the audience, all right, we're going to make him do community service. And then I call Boogie and I say, in 3 days, we're going live, and you need to go find trash to pick up on the side of the highway. I mean, that's the script. The script is Boogie is going to pick up trash, you know? So it's like, is it fair to say that that's scripted? You know what I mean? I'm sure you make plans to play certain video games on your stream, right? Is the stream scripted because you made the plan to play that actual video game? You know what I mean?
Yes, it is. That's actually exactly what that means. It means that it's scripted, that I have a script for what I'm going to do on that stream. That's actually the definition of what it means. You have a plan in place. That's a script that you're going to follow to institute that plan for a piece of content. So I understand what you're saying. You're not saying it's fully scripted. It has improv stuff that's happening naturally, and that's where the entertainment value is, correct?
I was so shocked at that response, right? Because there is no script. Yes, you're planning to play that game, but you're live, all right? You're reacting to things on the fly. There isn't a script that you're sticking to. Like, new thoughts are coming in your head, and you're saying them. You're not reciting lines on that stream, right? The only script here is Boogie will pick up trash for 2 hours, community service. That's it, you know? And everything else is not scripted. You know, there was nobody planted the bottle. He just so happened to find a bottle, and he said, oh, look, somebody peed in a bottle. And then right away, I'm like, you need to drink that if you want to quit early. Like that, there was no plan for that. It just happened, you know?
Right. How about earlier this year when you had your hosts essentially in a rotation saying, I'm going to quit, now I'm back, I'm going to quit, now I'm back. Are you saying that that's all legit? That was legit stuff? It wasn't talked about behind the scenes? It wasn't like, oh, we'll emphasize this and, you know, exaggerate it for drama purposes?
Right before the cancer thing, I went live and I just tore Boogie a new one, and Wings a new one, and Tommy C a new one. And they didn't know I was doing that. There's so many times where I just hate this show. They're so impossible to deal with. They're so impossible to work with. I got Boogie going around telling CoffeeZilla that he doesn't get paid from the show.
I heard
when really the show is paying his mortgage. I'm pissed. I am pissed. Bro, I work so hard to get this thing working, Phil, for them, and they're getting checks off of it. And then they'll go and carelessly say something to another content creator that they're not getting paid from the show. Like, I was super offended. I'm not doing this anymore. But then what happens next is Destiny reaches out to me and he wants to confront Boogie. Now, I know this is going to be amazing content. So I go and tell those guys, hey, I want you to do a reaction stream to the stream that I just did where I was saying I was quitting. And they're like, okay, we'll do one. I go, say whatever you want. I won't get mad, right? And, you know, so they do it and they start responding. And then I just jumped in with Destiny. They had no idea that I was bringing Destiny on. Destiny hits them. And now it's like, yes, I just got done saying I'm quitting, but we are on this content that if I don't take advantage of right now, it's part of the adapting thing, Phil, that I'm telling you about, right? If I don't jump on this right now, this would be the biggest mistake ever. So then I stick with the show, and then things happen with Tommy. And, you know, there were times when Wings wanted to quit the show. He truly wanted to quit the show. You know, none of that stuff is planned. It's just, we're all a little bit crazy. We're all characters. You know, we all react like that to anything, you know?
Okay, so you are making a public statement. All that stuff is real. That's not any scripted bullshit where you've planned it ahead of time. It's just stuff that actually happens on your show. Because the conception is, from the outside, it looks like it's fake. It really does. It looks like it's a reality TV show that you scripted kind of in advance and let play out. But it totally looks like when Wings is quitting, and now Tommy's quitting, and this guy's quitting. Like, that's a shtick you do every once in a while because you need more content. It doesn't seem legit as an outside viewer, just to let you know.
If you were to listen to all our private conversations, it's the same thing in private that like never hits the air. It's like, it just, there's constant like, hey, are we going live now? And then someone ignores and doesn't respond for like 10 hours. And it's like, bro, do you know how much money the show is making? Yo, you need to, and there's conflict behind the scenes the entire time. Just the other day. Okay. Here's a good example. Just the other day, Kino Casino was trying to get Wings Redemption to play video games with you.
I was going to ask you about this, so I'm glad we're getting to it now. Good.
So PPP DMs Wings, hey, come play video games with me and Phil. Wings responds to PPP and says, no, I don't want it to mess with my money. Keem's holding a grudge against PPP or against Kino Casino. Now, why wouldn't Wings just talk to me and ask me if that's cool or have a conversation or better understand? Why is he speaking for me?
He made an assumption, a bad assumption, and now it looks bad on you because he made a bad assumption.
So now I got Kino Casino over here spreading this, you know, propaganda that Keem's garnishing Wings' wages and like all this stuff. When it's not true. And he made that assumption based on me telling Wings like maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, stop plugging Kino Casino, because they were also saying the show is fake, and the show is not fake. It's not scripted, right? And I've always liked their show. We've shouted them out, but it came to a point where they were saying so much negative stuff that we can't really plug them anymore. I'm not going to shout them out if they're saying negative stuff. So Wings took that and ran with it where there was a grudge. So, you know, I had all these problems because of Wings, and, you know, we get on the phone and I'm like, Wings, listen, this is a good opportunity for LOLCow Live, for yourself, for Phil, for Kino Casino. Do the collab. Okay, I'll do it. Was he there? No, he had to go take a fucking nap. So it's like, this shit doesn't like, it seems like somebody wrote that story that I just told you.
Yeah, it does. Right.
But it's true. Like, that's what really happened, right?